Hey guys, welcome to Yogalates with SJ. It's so nice to have you join me for this yoga for detox with belly massage for digestion. So all you need for today's practice is a ball of some kind. So it can be a Pilates ball like I have here, or you could also use a soccer ball or even a kid's ball. So we're not going to be using any other equipment for today's yoga practice. This is an amazing practice for the end of a busy day or week. It is amazing if you are finding that you need a really, really deep detox of the body, and also really nice if you're noticing any kind of gut things going on. So if you're noticing any bloating in your tummy, or maybe you are feeling any discomfort in your digestion. So this is really amazing for digestion as well as detoxing the whole body. So we're going to start just coming down onto your back, getting comfortable here, bringing your hands onto your belly, spreading wide through the fingers, and just allowing the knees to fall inward, and making a little tent with the legs, letting the back of the shoulders relax down, the back of the head, and taking some really deep breaths in through the nose as you expand the belly out, blowing it up like a balloon. And then as you exhale out, noticing as the belly starts to soften down beneath the hands, and keeping your mind on that. So as you inhale in, feeling that expansion of the belly, and as you exhale out, feeling as the belly softens and releases gently down away from the hands. And as you continue here to breathe a little more deeply, just letting go of the day, allowing the jaw to relax, all the muscles of the face, space between the eyebrows, and then you might just let the head roll over to the right side, and just allowing the head to fall heavily over to that right side. Just releasing the left side of the neck as you continue to take those deep breaths in through the nose, expanding the belly and out the nose or mouth, relaxing down. Feeling a really, really nice release here. Just letting everything relax. Feeling the pelvis be heavy, the inner thighs softening inward, fingers relaxing, wrists, tummy muscles softening down. Head becoming even heavier to that right side, back of the shoulders, the elbows, and then starting to gently bring the head back through center, and then coming over to the other side, allowing the head to settle over to that left side. Just taking some deep breaths in through the nose, expanding the belly out. And as you exhale, feeling the head becoming really, really heavy towards the earth. Releasing, releasing, releasing to that left side. Expanding with your in-breath, belly expanding, and with the out-breath, releasing and letting go of any held tension in the tummy muscles, just melting it away. And then just starting to let the head come all the way back through center, heel toe the feet in toward each other, and just starting to bring the left knee in towards the heart center. You can wrap your hands around the front side of the shin or the front side of the knee here. And if you want a deeper stretch, you can start to extend that right leg long. And we are just gently drawing the knee in towards the left shoulder as you ground the tailbone down, lengthening the base of the spine out. So feeling that long line from the top of the head all the way down the spine. And then just starting to gently guide the knee across the body. So in the direction of the right shoulder, as you at the same time ground the left hip down. So you might hook your thumb to hook into the hip crease here on that left side and just start to use your hand to kind of gently ground that hip down as you find that nice stretch across to that right side. Then drawing the knee back through center, and any kind of movement here, maybe a little rock from side to side, rocking the top of the leg across the belly, little massage, and then just taking hold of the top of that knee and just starting to circle the knee around in one direction. So it's a small circle here, letting both feet relax, allowing the toes to relax, the heels, taking those deeper breaths. So breathing in, expanding the belly out, feeling that full expansion, and then exhale, 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 releasing, relaxing, relaxing. Starting to circle back the other way when you're ready, if you haven't already started to do that. Continuing with those deeper breaths, sending those cleansing breaths all the way to the belly, expanding it out. And as you exhale, letting go, letting go, letting go, releasing tension. Nice. Coming back through center and just hugging the knee in one more time. Any kind of movement into that foot, the ankle that feels good, maybe wiggling through the toes. And then just starting to bring the right sole of the foot to the mat. And we're coming to a half happy baby. So starting to reach up and grab hold of somewhere on either the outside of that left foot or maybe the back of the knee, and we are gently starting to use your arm strength to pull the knee down about shoulder width apart. So we want to just start to lengthen the tailbone down. You might start to straighten through the leg and bend through the leg, just doing anything at all that feels good. And if you want a deeper stretch here, you can slide that right leg long. And just making sure that you're breathing deeply, having some fun with this. Just doing anything at all that feels good. Connecting into the body. Nice. And then let's come to the other side. So just starting to bring the foot down, and we're starting to bring the right knee in this time. If you want that deeper stretch, you can start to slide the left leg long, or you can keep the sole of the foot on the mat. Starting to squeeze in, using your arm strength to squeeze that knee in towards the left shoulder as you find a nice lengthening out of the tailbone, relaxing both feet, breathing in, belly expands, and feeling that belly extending out towards the leg, and then exhale, 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 releasing it out. Awesome. And then just starting to take hold of the front side of that knee, and any kind of movement here that feels good. It might be a little kind of rock forward and back or side to side. Anything at all. Gliding the knee in and crossing it across the body. So bringing it over towards the left shoulder. Just finding anything that feels awesome. And then just starting to circle the knee around. So just moving that knee in one direction. And then reversing it, going back the other way, keeping that breath going. So breathing deeply in, expanding the belly, and then exhale, 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 releasing it all the way back out. Awesome. And then we're going to come to that half happy baby on this side. So you can either keep your leg long, or you can bring the sole of the left foot back to come onto your mat, and we're just grabbing hold of either behind the knee or reaching up and grabbing hold of the outside of that right foot, and just starting to use your arm strength to gently pull the leg down as you bend through that knee. Finding length through the tailbone, letting the back of the shoulders really relax down here. Finding a deeper breath. releasing it out. You might straighten the leg and bend the leg, having a little play here, feeling into what your body needs in this moment. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, just bringing the feet to come back down, both feet releasing onto your mat, bringing the hands onto your belly again, just taking a deep breath in here and a full breath out. And then taking your time to start to come to a regular happy baby. So we're bringing both feet up, you're flexing the toes back towards your face and pressing the heels up towards the ceiling, as though you're trying to stand up on the ceiling here, lengthening the tailbone down and finding a heavy pelvis as you start to use your arm strength to gently pull the feet down or the back of the knees, if you've got the back of the knees, drawing down as you release the tummy, noticing if any tension is there in the belly and just starting to breathe it out. Finding a full expansion on the in-breath, sending a nice cleansing breath in and then releasing and relaxing it out. Nice. Then you might just start to gently let the feet, the back of the heels, start to soften towards the pelvis. And just releasing here, taking any kind of movements that feel good, maybe bringing the legs out into a split position, finding some length through the back of those legs. And then we're just starting to let the back of the heels soften to the pelvis, holding on to the front side of the knees and bringing the knees and the feet together and just starting to let the feet kind of slide forward. So you've got a full extension here of the arms. So you're holding on to the front side of those knees and you are just letting the feet be heavy as you lengthen the tailbone down and then drawing the knees back in towards the center again, so straight through that center line. And then you are opening the knees out and kind of circling this around. So as you draw the knees in, you are opening the knees out to the side just a little bit and then shifting the knees forward towards the end of your mat and then drawing those knees back in and continuing with that. Finding a really nice massage into that lower belly, into the reproductive organs as well. And then just starting to come back the other way when you're ready. Circling back in the opposite direction. Finding those full breaths. And with every breath out, feeling a little bit more tension relaxing out of the body, of the pelvis, the hips, the belly. Nice. And then coming back through center. And then we are going to just do a full circle around. So holding on to the front side of those knees, keeping the knees together and the arches of the feet together. And you're just starting to circle in one direction. So it's just a very small circle around, keeping heaviness into the feet. So the back of the heels are releasing towards the pelvis. Relaxing the jaw. Nice little massage here into the tummy and then coming back the other way when you're ready. Nice. And then we are starting to slide the left leg long and hugging that right knee in. And then you are gently taking the left hand to the outside of the right knee and guiding the leg across the body. So we're finding a nice supine twist here. And you can place your left hand onto the outside of the knee if you want to and kind of ground it down. Or you might bring both arms out into more of a T shape, palms facing up, and just letting the back of those shoulders soften away from the ears and down and into the earth. Letting your head roll over in the opposite direction. So it might go over towards that right side, finding heaviness through the head. Taking those deep breaths in as you feel that expansion through the side waist, through the ribs. And then exhale, 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 melting, 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 releasing out. Pelvis is heavy, legs relaxing. Feeling everything soften down here. And then you might just let the head roll backwards and forwards a couple of times. And then we're starting to rainbow that right arm all the way around and connecting it to the left arm. So you are letting the gaze follow with this. So you're starting to bring that right arm all the way around and then all the way back around again. So your left arm stays relaxed down, palm facing up, and the right arm is moving. The rest of the body is staying where it is, and you're just letting the gaze follow the movement of the arm. So this should feel really, really nice. Just moving at your own pace with this, just finding a really nice openness across the front side of that right shoulder and the front side of the heart center and chest. Making sure you're breathing, flowing your breath with this. Nice. And then we are coming all the way back through center when you're ready, and we are going to unravel. So starting to roll back over and taking a hug of that right knee in one more time, and let's switch it over. Let's bring the left knee in, and you can lengthen out the right leg if you did so on the other side. Otherwise you can have a bend into that knee and just have the sole of the foot on the mat. Gently taking hold of the outside of the left knee and guiding it across the body, and maybe keeping the hand on the knee, or you might start to bring the arms out into more of that T shape. Just starting to let both shoulder blades soften onto your mat here, allowing the head to gently roll over to that left side, finding a position that feels really, really nice as you soften the head, everything relaxing here. Finding those deep breaths into the side waist, breathing in and breathing out, feeling the pelvis becoming heavier, the tummy, the hips, the spine, back, arms, head, neck. Beautiful. And then we're starting to find that rainbow of the left arm. So just circling the arm all the way up and over, and then bringing it back to its starting position. Gaze following with this. So finding that beautiful sweeping up, opening out, and coming back up and over. Flowing your breath, flowing the movement. Beautiful. Coming back through center, and let's unravel. So starting to roll all the way back over onto your back, hugging the left knee in one more time, and inhale, exhale as you release. Just starting to come all the way to a kneeling position, and we are taking our time here to find tabletop. So just taking a moment here to find your tabletop position. You want to make sure that the knees are in line with the hips and the shoulders are in line with the wrists. You've got a flat back, length through the back of the neck, gaze is slightly forward of the hands, and just starting to sit back towards the heels and then shifting forward again with that flat back. Doing that again. So exhale as you shift back. Inhale as you round the spine, chin to chest, tucking the tailbone under, shifting forward again. And then we are coming back through center. Inhale, gaze up, tailbone up. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Nice C shape here into the spine. Inhale, coming back through to your neutral, and then gazing up, tailbone up, and then exhale, coming all the way down to your child's pose. So bringing the big toes together, the knees out wide, lengthening the arms long, forehead comes down onto your mat, and just starting to sink down into the earth, taking those deeper breaths in through the nose and out the nose or mouth. You might find a little roll of the forehead from side to side over your mat here, letting any tension go, inviting the monkey mind to take a break, any circulating thoughts as you allow the tummy to relax, the pelvis to be even heavier. With your in-breath, feeling that breath going all the way to the base of the spine. And with your out-breath, allowing the body to relax down even more. Hips opening, jaw softening, corners of the mouth relaxing, tip of the tongue softening to the roof of the mouth. Letting any tension melt away without needing to do anything to make that happen. Letting the yoga do its thing as you simply take this time to relax down. Then when you're ready, gently starting to gaze up, soft gaze, being on the forearms, just shifting forward, staying in the position that you're in with the knees out wide, just shifting forward and then gently back and forward. Nice. Now we are starting to just find that length through the spine. And then rounding the spine, chin to chest, tucking the tailbone under, and then inhale as you start to find that neutral again, flat back, and then rounding the spine, chin to chest, C shape. Inhale, starting to shift forward, back to your neutral position, flat back, gaze is directly down or slightly forward, maybe a little shift forward and back here, keeping that neutral pelvis. Anything that feels good, and then we are starting to bring the knees back into a neutral. So coming to your tabletop position, and we are making sure that the shoulders are in line with the wrists, the knees are in line with the hips, and finding that flat back here, and we are starting to just circle the hips around. So it's just one direction, sitting back towards the heels, maybe letting the head drop down, releasing any tension from the head, the back of the neck, and just circling around as you breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Deep breaths, cleansing breaths, just flowing this freely in whatever way feels amazing. Making sure you're not locking out through those elbow joints, so we want to just have softness there. You might even imagine that your body is like water, so it is flowing without any restrictions. You're just moving from your in-breath into your out-breath continuously. And then going back the other way when you're ready. Circling all the way around. You might notice that you might find a little bit of a bigger circle as you move, as everything starts to relax a bit further. Maybe you might come back a bit further towards the heels. Just letting the tummy muscles relax and not holding any tension there. We can hold a lot of tension in the tummy, and this can cause quite a few issues, so it's really nice opportunity here to let that go. Just letting your tummy be big and relaxing down. Awesome. And then we're just starting to settle here, so bringing the pelvis all the way back towards the heels and finding your happy baby. This time you might have the knees together and just letting the tummy relax onto the top of those legs, bringing the arms down by your sides, and just letting the forehead melt down into the mat. If it doesn't feel comfortable though to have the knees together. You can have the knees out wide, big toes together. And just finding your breath here. Breathing deeply in through the nose, expanding the tummy all the way towards those legs, and then as you exhale, sending that exhalation all the way down to the pelvis. Nice, and then we're going to do a little belly massage. Now for some people this can make you feel a little bit unwell, so really just check it out. If you haven't done this before, you might want to just be a little bit mindful of that, and if you don't like it, of course you don't need to do it. So what we're doing here is we are taking our ball and just bringing it to be about at the belly button, and you can just start off by being on the forearms and maybe just not putting your full weight down onto it to start with, just seeing how that feels. And if it feels okay, you can bring your full weight onto it and just starting to maybe let the head come to one side, bringing the hands next to the face, bending through the elbows, and just letting the feet relax, letting the hips relax, the pelvis, and just allowing your body to melt down. And then if your head is turned, you might bring it over to the other side for a little bit, settling in on that side, just finding those deep breaths as you relax down even more. And then bringing your forehead back through center, and you can come up onto your forearms, and any kind of movement with this that feels good, maybe circling around, or you might shift forward and back, maybe moving it down towards the pubic bone and kind of getting a full massage into the whole belly. You might come back down onto your stacked forearms and let the forehead relax down. Just letting the tops of those feet soften and allowing some space across the pelvis. You can stay here for as long as you like before going about the rest of your day or evening. It was beautiful to have you join me for this today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I can't wait to see you again at our next class. Have an amazing rest of your day or night.